Hello everybody and welcome to another fly tying session with your host Scott. In this session we're going to be tying a relatively modern lure pattern known as the Daddy Long Legs lure. This particular version is in black and chartreuse, and in the vise we have a Camazan B405 in size 10. I use nothing else but Camazan hooks on the hole. The bead is a 3.2mm Chartreuse yellow, fluorescent yellow bead. We're going to need a dubbing. We're using Black Rabbit. In this case you can use whatever you like, SLF, wool, anything that's black. We're going to need some tinsel for the rib. Again, you can use whatever you like. Wire can be quite good. I'm going to use a holographic silver tinsel. I like that one. And for your legs you need a special material. You could use FlexiFloss, but I've got this fluorescent green rubber leg material, and it's sold by Lureflash. I'm not sure you can get it anymore, and it's called that. Lifelike rubber legs. And to make it look more like a pattern that I used to fish, I bought this pattern from a shop that is now closed. I didn't actually tie this one. I've only got one of them left, and I wanted to replace the pattern because it did work quite well there. So in order to do that I've had to basically colour in using a black marker the legs, and then knotted them, and then they'll be cut to size and tied onto the fly. And then it does actually have a hackle, this fly, so we're going to be using an Indian black cock cape. And then pretty obviously the thread's going to be black as well. We're going to be using a uni thread in black, 8/0. So there we are. So we're going to put a bed of thread down. We're going to go to the bend. Now there's no tail on this fly. It's pretty much all about the legs, to be honest with you, in the hackle. It creates a lot of vibration in the water. It's a very good coloured water fly because the trout will feel it go past them before they see it, and that's what you're going for. So you want to tie in your rib, and then go back down to your bead, and then you want to try and lock your bead off. Now to do that you put quite a lot of thread inside it by winding beyond the eye, like so, sort of round the bead, and that sort of forces the thread into the concave part of the bead, and eventually you'll get enough thread in there it will just lock off. You can jam it with monofilament and or wire and all that sort of stuff, but tying thread's fairly cheap, so and then as soon as it's locked off you want to leave it because it does get quite bulky. This fly does with the rubber legs. We're going to tie in 6 of them. So you want to go back down to where you finish tying in your tinsel, right on the bend of the hook, and then you're going to get your dubbing and create a fairly skinny body with the dubbing. It's a very short body as well. That will probably do it. And then you want to wind your rib on. If you can get 4 turns on there, great, but it's normally only 3. If you do it on a long shank hook, then you'll probably get more than 3 turns. and cut away your tinsel. And this is where we're going to cut the legs to shape. So I don't know whether you can see that very well, but you've got a long section and then you've got the knot, and then you want to cut it about there and tighten the knot up a bit. You want to do that for all of them, so they want to be roughly the same length, with the knot about 3/4 to 1/3 down the length of it. There we go, that's 3 to get started with. So you want to tie the first one, probably on the top. You don't want to be trimming this, so you want to basically tie it in the length of the head, like so, just to speed things up. And you can use your rotary vise, if you've got one, to get it in the right place. That one might need trimming in a little bit. You see what I mean about bulk now. I don't think that's quite gone in right, that one. There we go, that's got it. One last one to go. Just a little short, the last one I've got left, so we'll make a new one. Just a single granny knot in the rubber, and then you get your pen and mark it, probably every 10 mil. You don't have to do it on all sides, this stuff's square, believe it or not, but I'm just doing it on one side. Trim that down. There we go. and then tidy up and really lock those rubber legs in. There we go. And you want to get a decent sized hackle feather. Probably the middle of the cape is good. You want them to be fairly long. And you're going to tie this in by the tip to save bulk. And to do that, you strip it all back like so, just holding onto the end of the feather and just expose the tip, and then tie it in at the tip. And then trim away. And get your hackle pliers. And wind. You want it to be touching turns. It's almost like a dry fly hackle inside. And then tie it off. Oops. Try that again. Trim away, and then brush back between finger and thumb. Hang on, there's still quite a lot of that stalk showing. That's it, brush back between finger and thumb. Tie your head. There's always one going forward. There we go, that's a lot neater. And then finish. I'm going to use a whip, I'm going to use a dubbing needle to 1/2 inch. trim close and then varnish to finish. Actually check the length of the legs, see if you're happy with them. Some of them are a bit long. And then varnish to finish. And there we are. That is the Daddy Long Legs lure. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye for now.